Hello children. In the last class we had learned about unemployment. In the last video we had learned about unemployment, the problem which is being faced by our country. So we are discussing about the problems which are being faced by India from many years. Still now it cannot be changed. So there should be a political will. There should be a strong public and political will. Then only we can stop anything over there in the country. If it is a good for India, then it's okay. But as far as these corruptions, unemployment, terrorism and discrimination is concerned, there should be a strong political will. There should be a strong public opinions about these things. Then only we can stop these things. So in the last video we learned about unemployment. So in this video we learn about the corruption. We all know about this term, that is corruption. What is a corruption means? Maybe you may be knowing about the people taking the money, bribe. So, illegal taking of money for the government service or any other services is called corruption. Illegally taking up of the money or any gifts. So, these are called as the corruption. So, we Indians, we should have the strong public opinion. We should have the public will. Then only we can stop this type of a problem being faced by India. So that is the corruption. So I'll tell some points and let's discuss about that one. So corruption, it is another social evil in the public life of India. Yes, the first one was unemployment, and now corruption means it is another social evil in the public life of India. And the second one is it has become like a contagious disease in the personal life. It has become the contagious disease in the personal life. Contagious. We may be knowing from one side to another, one part to another, from one state to another, like that it is going on. You might be knowing about many diseases which are being there in our India. So like that, it is not a disease which comes in our body. This corruption, it is all over the India. It is all over there in India. Wherever you take, whether you may be taking the public sector or a private sector, wherever you take, everywhere this corruption is there. So and let's discuss about it in the next. So the third point is, the first point was it's another social evil in the public life of India, and it has become the contagious disease in the personal life. It has become a contagious disease in the personal life. And the third point, it influences economic, social and political life of a country negatively. It influences the economic, social and political life of the country negatively. So these are the main three important points what we have to think about it. See, social life, we are all leading a social life in the country. Everyone, we have to go some places, we have to go to the schools, government offices, for any works we have to do, we have to go there. So if our work has to be done quickly, what we will do? We will give them 500 rupees or 1000 rupees and we'll get that work done. After the work being done, we will give them the gifts. These are the things, the money or the gifts, whatever we are giving to the official, it is called as corruption. We are looting we are giving that person. See, now whenever we ask the question, who is doing the corruption in India? They say the government officials. There are many scams over there in our country. Corruption, many corruption scams are there in our country. So whenever we ask the people, what they say is, sir, it is being done by the government officials. Government officials and the public is equally responsible for this corruption. So because why I'm saying this one is, see, now the work is will be going on. The work will be going on, and suddenly if we want to get that work done fastly, sudden, full, what we can say, if we want to get that work done quickly, what we will do is we will give them 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, or like that we will do. So that is called as a corruption. We want the work to be done quickly. So what we will do is we will give them 500 rupees. Yes, we will give them 500 rupees or 1000 rupees or whatever it may be. It may take up to 1 crore. So we are giving it to the government officials to get our work done easily and quickly. So this is not a good thing. So, and second one is, it is also a contagious disease. It is not only in one place, it is everywhere in India. Every government offices, every public sector, private sector, everywhere we can see this type of a corruption over there in our country. And it influences the economic, social and political life of the country negatively. See, government officials, they are taking the, we can see many people being caught red hand, taking the bribe and all. So this has to be done, and whenever that person has been caught, he has to be suspended. He has to be taken out from the job itself. Then we can teach a nice lesson over there to the these type of culprits. If we just live on them, after 1 month again we will give a new posting to that person, that is not a good thing for our India. So what we have to do is we have to have a strong political will. So we have to stop those things. So how to stop it? Strong, first only I said, strong political will and the public support is very important. Political will and public support. Why I am telling again and again, why I am telling the political will means, see, elections will be held once in a 5 years, and once in a 5 years elections will happen and the government will be formed and that person will be ruling our state. He has to make some money because another 5 years elections will again come. Now we have already know in our day-to-day activities in the news channels and all, we see that this person took 40%, that person took 50%, like that. That is all corruption. This should be stopped by the political parties and this should be stopped by the people giving money to the officials. So the major solution for this to be solved is strong political will and public support is a very important for tackling the corruption. And the second most important one is, you may be knowing about in our Karnataka state we have Lokayukta, a body called Lokayukta and Anti-Corruption Bureau. Listen it carefully, students. So we have the institutions like this Lokayukta, Lokpal and Anti-Corruption Bureau. This should be brought in every state, from Jammu and Kashmir till Tamil Nadu, Kerala border here in the southern part. Every state has to bring this Lokayukta, Anti-Corruption Bureau and Lokpal in all the states. And if if we give more and more powers to these institutions, means they will tackle the corruption. They will give the good news for the people of India. Yes, if they have to given more and more powers. Yes, so why, if these type of institutions have been brought, so then we can tackle the this type of situations. If we are not bringing this, if we want a great political parties to rule our country, we should not only think about my religion person came to be as a MLA or a minister. It is like our own house. India is like our own house. We have to tackle the situation what is going on in our India. It is our own house. We should never say that government should only do. So whenever I ask these questions to some people over there, what they will say is, for India, Narendra Modi is there. For Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai is there. Let them do the work. Okay, they are the rulers, they will do. But what about you? What you are doing for for our country? You have to do some work, no? So you should go correctly, and you should never take malpractice, and you should go in a right path. So corruption, if we all together join hands together, strong political will and public will, then we can stop the corruption. So the first one was unemployment. In this video we learned about the corruption. So if any questions has to be asked, you may put it in a question box, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.